Hello YouTube, Desigi here, and welcome to our first episode of Sheltered. Now don't worry, we're going to get into our other games that we were playing in the past, so Rogue Legacy and Faster and Light. Faster and Light for sure, because I absolutely adore that game. But I decided to start this one with Sheltered because I was just like randomly playing it and recording for kind of a background video when I uploaded my channel update. And I really enjoyed it, and I was doing a little bit of research on the game itself because I'm not quite good at it yet, and I don't know, just decided to go ahead with a let's play of Sheltered. So just to give you a little bit of background information, Sheltered is currently in early access, I believe. I'm checking the information out right now. Early access, and basically is a post-apocalyptic survival game. So it resembles a lot of what you see with, for example, this War of Mine. The same kind of side view concept of you build up or you upgrade your shelter in this case, and you have to go out or send people out scavenging for resources or food or whatever. Same kind of concept. Visually it's definitely more retro looking, more pixelated, and that's kind of the purpose of it. FYI, I'm just going to start here with an empty slot. You know what, I can do the third one so I don't confuse it with anything else. So yeah, so it is a little bit more of a retro look, but definitely very entertaining. So this, when we start, you get to customize your family. You get to control a four-person family, mother, father, or whatever. It could be. Honestly, it's just 2 adults, 2 children. That's what you do. I don't usually change any of the names. I could add in the names afterwards, but I don't usually change much here. What I will update, however, is what we see in traits and what we see in the stats preset. This will have a huge impact on what happens to your characters during the game, and essentially, from a little bit of research, it's what you're looking at to. It's what you're looking at to be able to survive for as long as possible. So what do we have here? So in terms of traits, you have optimistic, resourcefulness. So basically all of these will change based on, it's I guess a little harder to explain, but like you have different attributes for each character: their hygiene, their bladder control, their hunger, their thirst, their things like that. And these traits will reduce the effect. So, for example, hygienic, you will require to take a shower less often. Small eater, you will eat smaller portions and still be satisfied. Courageous, I guess that has to do with the stress level. You have a stress factor also involved in that. So I'm not... I think courageous would be good in the situation where you send somebody out. So I'm going to use courageous here. And I think I'm going to stick to dexterity and strength for the adults that I send out. We have 10 strength, dexterity. No, logical, well-rounded's not bad. See, this one's good. Okay, so it's violent, but I think that's just a label that they give. I don't think it's Martha's actually violent. Let's hope not, anyways. So we have customized priest. Nah, we're not going to change those anyways. Okay, so let's go next. We have Frank. Let's see. Frank, I think I will set Frank as well as courageous since we're going to be sending him out. And I guess we'll put both. Athletic, dexterity is good. I think strength is also important though. Okay, so let's make them both violent. It's horrible to have 2 violent parents, but I don't think they'll become violent with the children. Let's hope not. John. I know with the children, typically you don't send them out for scavenging. You keep them in-house for fixing or building or upgrading things. And I believe that becomes necessary with a hands-on trait. I think it requires less time. Resourcefulness, and I think it's resourcefulness and hands-on. So we'll make John a hands-on kind of guy. And if I'm not mistaken, it's not strength and dexterity that we're going to need to use. I believe it is intelligence. We'll stick with intelligence for him since he'll be hands-on. So he'll be the one fixing things. Let's see what we can get for the highest intelligence. So we have Smarty Pants. I think that's the highest one we get. No, brain box. Okay, So John, you're a brain box, hands-on brain box. That's fine by me. And Steven, nice hat, Steven. We're going to make you proactive, optimistic, resourceful. Okay, so let's make you resourceful. I think this might help a little bit more during negotiations because people can actually show up to your shelter and want to trade with you. They don't necessarily always want to stay with you. They just might want to trade with you. So in this case, I need charisma to persuade them to trade us better goods. What do we have? I saw a 7 there. There we go. Well-spoken. Okay. So let's stick to well-spoken. And you get a pet. So we're not going to put a horse in a shelter because that's absolutely ridiculous. The Ridge family. Let's stick with the Ridge family. Pet name Bingo. So the two best pets to have, from at least my experience, I believe that's a turtle. It's hard to see in the tank there. So you have a fish, turtle, horse, dog, and cat. So the two best ones to have would be cat or dog. Cat reduces, or at least they take care of rats. So if you get to a point where things aren't necessarily very cleanly in the household, well, let's not call it a household, more in the shelter, they will attack the rats. So it's good for that. They don't eat too much. I believe they eat every other day. And dogs are good for, I believe it's the stress level they decrease. Requires daily feeding. Man's best friend can be taken out with the expedition. So that's good to increase your perception and help in combat. So combat's not a huge deal because they're both extremely violent people. So it's not a huge deal. Provides a small stress reduction to all family members. I'm going to stick with cat because at least requires feeding every other day. So my huge issue is food. All right, let's just get started here. Do you want to play the tutorial? No, I've already played that a few times. So my huge issue is food. I've set traps outside. That doesn't really work. It seems to at least get leather, but that's about it. Otherwise, so hold on here. Everything paused? Okay, we're good. Otherwise, you get it from cans when you go out scavenging and such. So there's not much we can do with that. So there's no real pause in this game. So I may every once in a while pause, as in the sense that, you know, you can, because you send orders to each and every one of these characters. So I'm going to go a little bit over, I guess, the mechanics. So here's our shelter. Here's the entrance to the shelter. You have your intercom here. So when people come down, they come here and they kind of give you feedback, if whether they want to come in or whether they want to trade with you. Otherwise, you have your hazmat suits. Those are needed when you go out here because you have your oxygen filter here. And over here, you have your water filter. So when it rains, it filters out the water and comes down here into the water butt. Otherwise, right now, we have pantry. We have generator. So the generator is functional. And you see right up here, I'm controlling Martha right now. Otherwise, we have our radio transmitter. So that allows us to plan for scavenger hunts and communicating out with the outside world. We have a journal. View the journal. I haven't gotten to the point where you get quests. So we have the journal, which is a little, I haven't really found any use to it, to be honest. You have your clipboard, which you could have, I guess, an overview of the stats of your shelter doors. So these are when people are trying to attack you. Your water filter status, oxygen filter, your generator status. So let's get a good way of reviewing your stats. And here you have, so radio transmitter also has the map with it. Down here, we have our workbench. So the workbench itself allows you to craft, you can upgrade it, but also allows you to craft items such as you have different tier items. So if you want to get higher tiers, you need to upgrade your workbench. But here you get to craft anything from an additional water butt to a bucket to makeshift showers to an additional pantry to rat traps and such. So you have quite a few options here. Tier 2, same concept. There is a lot of paint. I don't see the... haven't really seen the value of using paint yet, but at least when you get to a point where you have so many resources, which I hope we can get to, we may just spend some of those resources on the paint. Tier 3, you're getting into bigger satchels, so you have a rucksack here, for example. When you go scavenging, you can carry more stuff. It's just a basic principle of upgrades through the workbench mechanism. Now, for each of these resources, you have what I was talking about, the attributes. So you have your thirst. The higher that goes, the thirstier you are. Hunger, same concept. Tiredness. So right now we don't have a sleeping bag or a bed or anything, so we need to build that. Toilets. All right, so we need to upgrade things. Toilets, so that's needing to go to the bathroom. Showers, stress level, and trauma. So trauma is people can die, so I guess it traumatizes them, and you need to keep them calm. Over here on the right-hand side, so we just have the zoom, so you can zoom in and out to get a full view. You have your days. Well, this is the camper up here. I'm not going to really talk about that, but that allows you to go. Oh, I don't want anybody going outside. No. Check the vehicle. So you have, if you get the parts for this, that allows you to scavenge much easier. Light dust storm on surface. So far, we're okay. This is how much you have in terms of fuel for the generator, water, food, and your oxygen percentage level in the shelter. So right now, I'm not going to waste any time, and I'm going to send somebody out on a scavenger hunt. So you get from here, you get to pick who you want to send out. So this is the reason why we picked Frank or Martha. We're going to send Martha out, who's an absolute courageous, violent person. So we're going to send her out alone. So we have forest very close. Forest is dangerous because of the fact that you can get attacked a lot in the forest. So right now we're going to stick to going to the farm. Let's go to the school and go to the church and then come back. So this is going to take us, so your maximum you can use when you're going on a scavenger hunt is 15 units of water. Or at least right now, this is all we have right now. It's going to require 6 to go out. So I'm confirming this, and then we have to give equipment to Martha. So one absolute necessity is a gas mask, since it is post-apocalyptic. Don't know what country, but wherever it is. So we need to equip that, and we're going to give her a pipe for defense. We don't really have any guns yet. We can discover those later on, but right now that's all we have. So let's confirm this. You're going out, Martha. In the meantime, let's get your resourceful hands-on, right, Steven? Okay, so John, what are you? What are you again, John? No, John, you're the resourceful one. All right, so John, I need you to right now upgrade. It's always one of the first things that I do is I upgrade the workbench to get something a little bit more interesting. Cycling through, let's get Steven to build, I think a bed would be a good idea at this point. We'll just put it up here. And you can actually use this to move things around. So let's rearrange and maximize our space. So this, see, it's red. Let's really maximize it as much as possible here. Move the clipboard over. That's good. That's fine. So you see the bunny up there? We're going to need to put up traps to get the chance. Oh, here we go. We got something going here. Space. All right, perfect. Accept transmission. So hello, Martha here. I've stumbled across a small farm, and it looks like it might have some good stuff. Want me to go take a look? Yes, please. So obviously a farm, you're more likely to find such things as food. So let's hope for that. Sleeping bag. Let's continue rearranging things here. Just want to maximize as much as we can in terms of space. Can we? No, we can't do anything there because the... Can we move this? No, we can't move that. All right, let's go back. What did you have for us? Let's examine the items that you have. So you've got this hinge is extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. I only know from experience, but it's extremely valuable. Circuit breaker we don't quite need yet. We're going to be good on... Should be good. Let's go with the sand. Spring can be good. We're going to need that for the trap outside. Wiring's all right. Let's bring this anyways. If in case there's nothing else that's of great value, we can always drop things anyways. So this is why we need a satchel. Satchel will give you a few more slots to put in some items when you go scavenging. So yes, I'm confirming. Move on to the next point. So let's see here. What can you build for us? I believe we should probably go for... So he's finished building tier 2. So tier 2, you get additional things like a bed. This is what we want, the satchel. So we require some leather. The leather will be able to get that from this. And here we need that spring. Oh, we need rope. We don't have any rope. Okay, so let's keep that in mind when Martha communicates back to us in a little bit here. Let's go back. Wait for the time to go by. Let's zoom in a bit. How's everything looking? So the water's pretty low. Let's get you to at least keep this on you at all times. I think that's a good idea, because they're going to be the ones going outside to fix those things anyways. Found a school. All right, go check out the school, please. Frank, you're good. I want John to go get a suit as well. I always forget. Are you the resourceful one? No, you're hands-on. You both look identical now. So John is the talker. Steven is the... I think. Steven, which one are you? You feeling okay, are you, Steven? Steven is hands-on. So Steven's the fixer. What do we got? Why not? Let's see what you got. This could get interesting. Either they want to kill us, they want to trade with us, or they want to join us. Hello there. Damn, this does right. Oh boy. Recruit. Let's go with a trade. We could help each other out if you want to trade. Well, no, it doesn't indeed seem as if I can. Shall we say deal? Excellent. All right, what do we got? So we have ourselves some antibiotics. Very good. And a light bulb. Light bulb. Wow, that's a value of 30. Nah, I can't really trade with this guy. We have nothing of equivalent value. And that's what we want. Well, we don't really want it. Sorry, buddy. We're out. We're done. Nothing here. Cancel the trade. It's fine. Nothing happened. There's nothing to trade. It's fine. Just move on. What else we got? Examine items. All right. What do we have at the school, I believe? Additional lens. Screwdriver is good to have because that increases the speed. Oh, that's nylon. It's not quite rope, eh? Let's get rid of the water. We're going to get more water anyways. Bring the nylon. And no books yet. No broken TVs. Forget the rubber. All right, confirm. Let's go. We're full on everything now. Steven. John is hands-on. John, hands-on. Let's remember that. All right, day 2. What are we at? 52% here. 44% there. Let's go fix that one, huh? How about that? John is getting thirsty. Got to be careful about that. Otherwise, Steven needs a shower. So let's get Steven to build a shower. Makeshift shower right here. That'll be fine. Incoming. What's going on? Search location. What is it? A church? I think the farm is the best option for food. Otherwise, he's fixing stuff up there. How are you looking? You're going to need to use a bathroom soon, aren't you? I didn't build a bathroom yet. Bathroom and shower. Not great. Not great at all. Let's fast forward a bit. Here we go. Accept transmission. Examine the items in here. We have a mannequin leg and a nail. Let's drop this. I think the nail is going to be a little bit more valuable. Confirm that. Transferring items. All right, Steven, I need you to craft a toilet. Mop and bucket might be a good idea as well, but toilet. Toilet. Where is it? Bucket toilet. That'll have to do. It'll have to do. You're wanting a shower now, aren't you? We only have 9 units of water, so you guys are going to have to hold off a little bit, okay? Let's just wait for Martha to get back. I think we're going to call it there for the episode. Oh, you're getting thirsty up here, aren't you? You are getting thirsty. All right. Where's Martha? Where are you, Martha? Martha's hungry. You're fine. Where's Martha? There you go. You get additional 3 perception. Bring all those in inventory. Confirm. Yes. Perfect. All right. Let's just pause it for there. All right. So I'm gonna cut it here for this episode. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave me a comment if you like this kind of game. I know a lot of you do like this War of Mine. Hoping this is in the same style. I hope you're liking the kind of vibe you're getting from this game. Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy what you see, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.